Hi, my name is Joanie. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't gone to my website to find out more about me, please go to joanieswhitelighthealing.com. You can schedule a session with me via Skype, FaceTime, Facebook video, or phone if you are not local to North Central New Jersey. I am on YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below this video if you are so moved. I love hearing from you. If you have any requests for future videos, please reach out to me. I would love to assist you. You could find me on LinkedIn. You could find me on SoundCloud and Twitter. You could find me on Facebook. Please like Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. And if you'd like to friend, please message me and let me know how you found me, because I don't friend strangers. There are no timestamps to this video. Spirit knows who's watching and when. Today is Memorial Day, May 25, 2020. And if you happen to be watching this after that day, it's surely fine. If things resonate, great. If they don't, I suggest shelving the information because you might have an aha connection moment later on. I pull in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, meaning the ones who have had the enlightened moments, the wisest of the wise throughout creation. I do not pull in lower vibrations. I am not a doom and gloom, fear-porn psychic. I pull in archangels and angels, ascended masters, departed ones and guides. I pull in star beings and elementals and consciousnesses. Okay. So for today, I received a request and I'm going to read it out, and it has to do with skin issues. And this is what I received. Hi, I had an idea for your YouTube video tonight. Ascension symptoms, and specifically your skin and how it may be changing, or what it could be processing, releasing for you. Or maybe hair, skin, and nails all together. I know my skin is going crazy, and I wonder if other people are having similar experiences. Just a thought. Okay, so I'm going to go in. But before that, I thought I'd take the opportunity to tell y'all about an amazing thing that happened to me regarding my skin. Growing up, I had acne, and it became cystic acne. And when I was in my 20s, I was on antibiotics, oral antibiotics, for 10 years. Every day I took antibiotics. And one day my body became immune to it and the cysts just came out again. Went to dermatologists for years. Okay, I tried Accutane and I had one of those last symptoms on the pamphlet. This could happen to you. I had searing on the brain, which put me at risk of water on the brain. I think it was hydroencephalitis I was at risk for, as well as severe photosensitivity. I stopped. That was very, very scary. So that was the end of that. And then I just thought, I'm going to have acne for the rest of my life. To back up and go forward a little bit, I never had a microwave, and I got a roommate in 1994, and she had a microwave, and that was the first time. And through those years after that, I started getting a pink hue around my face, and doctors would call that rosacea. Okay. Then I had my own in this house, and I inherited it from my late ex-mother-in-law. And I thought, well, maybe it leaks. I don't know. I've heard about leaky microwaves, but I felt okay with it. I don't think it ever leaked. One day it broke. And I said to my son, I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to do what I used to do in the olden days. Stovetop, oven, toaster oven. And I don't grill, but I could have grilled too. And we're just going to do this. And even just to backtrack a little bit, I was starting to have such bad, strange types of acne, skin stuff here and here. It was just, it was creeping crud along with the pink hue that I really didn't understand what was going on. And I thought I would never have clear skin ever in my whole life. 1 week, After I stopped using a microwave, my skin cleared up. And I attribute that to the microwave. So if any of you have had acne for a while and or rosacea, you might want to stop using your microwave. You could be reacting to radiation. You could be reacting to electromagnetic fields. It's a miracle. I hardly have a pimple. I don't have the hue anymore. I only get pink if I have a hot flash. And I'm filled with joy. So I thought I would share that with you first. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to talk about skin issues at this time. Skin issues, hair, skin, nails for the collective. And this would be for men and women. So I'm going to see what Spirit has to say for y'all. Here we go. Okay. So the first thing that I got was growth. So hair, skin, and nails grow. So this is a time of growth. Yet I also see breakage. And it's kind of wild because we've got two things going on here. We have people that are growing and changing and shifting. So if you feel that you are growing and changing and shifting, take a look at your hair, your skin, and your nails and see whether there are changes going on. Is your hair growing indifferently? Are your nails a little bit strange? Are they weird? Is something going on? Are they contorted? Is there a change in your nails? Your skin, I feel a release, that if you are growing, I see a release. I see a sloughing off, a little bit of redness. I see that with the shift, I see more of a pink. I feel like people are getting more red. Have a sip of water, y'all, because I feel like some of you are working through issues now, that your higher self is connecting with my higher self and my guides, and we're working together to do a healing. I'm going to go back in regarding the growth piece here before I get into the breakage. In order for some of you to grow, some of your hair is coming out. That in your coming into your own and your blossoming, I see some of your tendrils, some of your hairs just falling to the wayside. And you go, what the heck just happened here? I don't understand. Everything was going fine. I feel like for about a week, some of you might have some hair loss. Now, mind you, the disclaimer here is this is for entertainment purposes only. Please see your mental health and or your medical professional for any issues that you have regarding hair, skin, and nails. I'm going back to talk about this. So regarding hair coming out, I feel that in order for you to bring in the new, the old must shed. And I also see the redness coming out. I see a brand new, I see a blossom. And with the blossom, I do see a peachy glow. I see a peachy, it's orangey, reddish, depending on the person's skin tone. So if you have darker skin, I feel it might get hot. It might feel a little bit warm for you. I don't know if necessarily for the dark skin, whether you're going to feel any of that, see any of that color tone. For the lighter skin, I see the hue changing. Have a sip of water. You'll be releasing negative energies, things that don't support you right now, that do not serve you. I'm going to go back in regarding the growth, and then I'm going to get into that breakage. I also see with the growth, I see smoothness. I see the tone of your skin changing. There's a silkiness and a freshness and a glow. So if you feel that you are glowing, if you find that your nose is a little bit shiny, I feel there's newness. Your nails, there's something strange going on with folks' nails as the collective. It's it's kind of ugly. There's a sooty, grimy mess that's there, and it's poking out. Some of you could have some fungus. Some of you could have more hangnails or whitlows. The whitlow is the skin that's on the side of the nail that gets separated, and it hurts, and sometimes people pick it off. And whitlow, by the way, is W-H-I-T-L-O-W. A hangnail is when the nail splits and there's like a little piece that's cut off and hanging, like a snag. If you feel that your hands are a little slimy, it might be that there are people that are trying to get at you. They're trying to take you, grab you, hold you, push you, move you in another direction, and that there's a battle going on between them and you. And I feel that it affects the ends of your fingers. I feel that you're pretty steady, but I feel that there's a slimy residue that's on some folks' hands. And some people might feel that they have the dropsies, that they're dropping things because they're trying to assert themselves right now and they're having difficulty, and they're stopping themselves from doing things, saying things in relation to another person that's pushing them to do things, to take them, to coerce them, to move them in a certain direction. And it's metaphorical. It has to do with the hands, and these ends of the hands, the fingers, are having problems. So I'm going into your hands. It's for those of you who are stopping yourself from dealing with people who are pushing you and coercing you and trying to move you in a direction that you don't want to be in. Let's get rid of karma. For those of you that are having difficulty with your hands in any way, it could be your skin, could be your nails, could be your palms, the skin here, could be your strength. Across time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations. Any karma that you have dealing with assertion, dealing with holding on to what you believe in, maintaining your integrity, being present, talking to people, communicating, habitual lying, suffering, holding on to what you need, possessing things, needing things, wanting things, grasping for things, things that are out of your reach and you're not able to get them. And we ball them all up and you say inside, I forgive myself. Good. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness and thank God for these life lessons. And when I mean God, I mean we are all God sparks, not God as separate from us. Have a sip of water. I'm going into your hands. Yeah, there's a slime there. A lot of you are releasing problems here. I don't know if others feel a buzzing in their palms right now. I'm assisting with this. Some of you are shaking. It's okay. Have something cold after this video. You might want to shake out your hands too. That'll help. Yeah, that's good. Shake them out. Do the hokey pokey. Shake them all about. Good. Okay. Going to go in regarding the breakage. Hair, skin, nails. Loose ends, tying up loose ends. So if you have flyaway hair, check out and ask yourself whether you've tied things up well. If you haven't tied things up well, then your hair is going to be flyaway and loose. Spirit loves metaphor. If you also have been very dreamy and if you have not felt grounded, your hair might also feel kind of loose and unkempt. Get grounded, and I feel that your hair is going to settle in nicely into the style. If you've had difficulty styling your hair, I think it's because you're not grounded and you've been too dreamy and floaty, and you need to get very specific with what you're doing, that you're not thinking right now. You need to be very focused, and then your hair is going to fall more in place. Someone's teeth, they're chipping. What are you talking about? You need to ask yourself, what is my focus? What am I saying? I think spirit is telling you to calm down. There's a teeth chattering and a cutting, and there's a chipping. And I feel like there are the loose ends. They're little ends, cuts. Watch what you're saying. Be mindful of what comes out of your mouth, because there are cuts and chips and snags all here. And I think that's something that you're going to need to address, because if you're not mindful of what comes out of your mouth, then you might end up with dental issues. I don't see caries, meaning cavities. I see little chips. I'm going to see more about the hair, the nail, and the skin. Well, we've got some miracles here, folks, and please let me know if this happens. Some of you have pock marks and they're going to be healing. So you have scars from acne, and I feel like they're going to be filled in. I see collagen, and I see a reservoir, and I just see there's a coating, and I see that they're gone. So if any of you have pock marks on your skin and they just get sealed, you're working with your guides, and you are very blessed, and you're doing your due diligence. Some of you are fasting, and I feel that some of you withholding some of the nutrition is letting your body take over. I'm not learned in fasting and what miracles can happen, but I'm getting there's some connection between fasting and filling in the pock marks. So if any of you have pock marks and you've been fasting and then they're being filled in, it seems you did a good job. I don't know if that would work for everyone. I'm not going to say that. It might be just for the person or a few people that are watching this video. I'm going to go in a little bit more about this. If any of you have broken up with someone recently, I see some damage to your skin. I see some wrinkles, and I see like a twisting of energy, and that you might just find that you aged quite a bit in a short amount of time. When you release the pain and suffering and you do the grief work and the acceptance and the forgiveness and being in the present moment, I feel like your skin is going to settle down, and the illusion of the wrinkles, I believe that they will go away. I feel that you will have an easier time managing, and you'll have blemishes, I think, are coming up now also for those of you that are afraid, and that with the fear going away and the grief work, I believe that your skin will settle down and your facade, your visage will be brighter. Have another sip of water. For those of you, by the way, that did the forgiveness work, sip between now and when you go to sleep. It will help flush negative energies through the physical body. I'm going to go back in. In order for you to grow, and we're talking about the skin, the hair, nails, and the skin, which hair and nails are skin. You need to rest, that there's a fury, that people have an energy overload. For those of you that are overcome, those of you that are very, very, very upset, you're going to need to find a way to pull this in. You got to get your shit together, because you're doing damage. I see crying. I see people's faces contorted. Now, this doesn't mean that crying is bad for you. Crying is a release, and that's important. But if you haven't gotten your shit together and you're overwhelming yourself and you haven't accepted your present state, if you are seething with anger and sadness, your body is hurting and it comes out. I see little burning pinpricks, and it affects parts of your body. And here we're talking about your hair and your skin and your nails. The fibers of your around your neck, they start hurting. Your arms, I don't know if you start getting itchy, a psoriasis possibly, or an eczema. The skin issues that might be coming up for some of you that are rashy, it's an energy of fury. So take a look at how you're feeling. Are you out of it? Are you so messed up in the head that you need to talk to someone professionally? Do you need to journal? Do you need to do breath work, yoga, meditation? Do you need to sleep more? Do you need to rest? Are you exercising? Are you taking a walk? If you are drinking and or drugging, you need to address this. It is a problem. It does not assist you when you are angry and sad. It moves you away from healing. It takes the focus off of knowing who you are, what you are about, and what you are experiencing. I'm going to go in more regarding ascension, which is moving into a 5D reality, raising your spirit, and skin issues. I see transformation. I see people working through their issues, and it's bubbling up and it's coming through the pores. Some of you might be a little bit smelly. So if you stank, sure, go and wash. That's really good. Go and wash. You're releasing. Fabulous. I'm so happy for you. Good. Go wash yourself. Could go on for a day, a week, could go on for a month. Whatever it is, it's best to do your work and smell than not do your work. When you do your work, you're rewarded. You feel better. So you might be smelly in one way, but your soul is lightening and brightening, and you're getting stronger. If your feet hurt, if there are muscles in your feet, you can stretch them. You could point them and then bring them back, and point them and flex them, and do that. There's an energy that you move when you do that with your feet. If you have a stiff neck, you could put your hand behind your neck and you could send love through your palm to your neck, and that's a release. Put sacred space around yourself, call in the highest of Christ's light. Only bring in white light from your crown through your palm, which is the minor chakra, and have it come out right here. And if you're a lefty, right here. And you could talk to your neck as well. Skin, skin. I'm going to see if there's anything else. They talk about diet. Now, these aren't, this isn't for everyone. So some people might have allergies. Some people might be repulsed by some of these foods. But I'm going to bring up some things that might work regarding diet. And we'll see what else comes through regarding things that are in your control, that are third dimensional, physical things that you could do to assist your skin. Pine nuts, apples, grapes, pears, fruits are assisting. Go to the gym and work out. Some of you are doing shakes. It matters on how much sugar is in the shake. Vegetable shakes have less, it seems, they have a lower glycemic index than the fruit shakes. Watch your sugar. The more sugar you have, the more it screws up your body. Kick a nicotine habit, stop smoking. That kills your breath, changes your respiration, and the O2 level shifts, making it difficult with osmosis throughout the body, and the skin breathes. Largest organ. Watch what you're doing with the intake, with the breath and smoking. If you treat it, address a cold. Address the cold. If any of you have a cold, address it. That's what they're saying right now. Some people like taking honey, so it could be manuka or raw honey. Honey will assist some people in clearing up blemishes. And also it seems for some people their eyesight improves when they have honey. Okay, this is what's in your control as well. It's not about food. If you need to let off steam, talk about it, get it out, and then stop. If you keep going on, if you keep perseverating, it affects your voice, it affects your head, it affects your movement, it affects your glands, it affects your joints. Ultimately, that comes out in your skin. I see for some people chocolate works. For some people, chocolate actually helps their skin. That is up to you. You will know. Some of you know that it's a curative, and for others of you, it does damage. Spirit knows who knows. You have to go in with your knowing to know what will work for you. And the alcohol does damage. The alcohol affects your liver, it affects processing, the nutrients, the enzymes get corroded. It does not work out for you. So again, alcohol intake, it just does suck when it comes to skin improvement. Let's do one last healing regarding skin. Skin karma, whatever it could be. People could have been burned. People could have been skinned, scalped, shot, immolated, whatever it is. Any skin issues. They got out by the skin of their teeth. Even any metaphors regarding skin. Cross time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations. Any skin karma. We ball them all up, and you say inside, I forgive myself. There's a natural glow that's coming through, and people are being blessed with this glow. All skin tones. Forgive everyone and everything. Ask for everyone and everything's forgiveness and thank God for these life lessons. The color is an interesting tan. Now, this doesn't mean that if your skin color is dark, that you turn tan, or tan is only for lighter skinned souls watching this video. It's an interesting tan color. It looks like camel. So if you ever want to look up the color camel or tan camel, it has an orange undertone. Very interesting. People's glands now are talking, so I'm looking at people's glands, and they're very effusive. They're generating a lot of interest right now because the skin karma forgiveness work was just done. If some of you cough a little or feel acidy and a little upchucky, a little throw-uppy, like acid refluxy, you're releasing across time and space. Someone had cirrhosis that changed. I don't see that. The pineal gland on someone else that wasn't doing well, and I see that it was cockeyed. Now it's starting to upright itself. Someone's tongue was off. They were like this, and I feel that they're going to be speaking more eloquently. Someone's ears are changing. I feel that there's a certain tonic that a soul is giving that person whose ears are shifting. The sound is coming in better. They're going to be hearing differently, clearer, like a bell. For some of you, if you believe that this is so, if you've felt clammy and grimy in your hands, after this video, go to a sink, nice warm water and some soap. Not talking hand sanitizer or antibacterial, I'm talking soap. Just wash your hands lightly. Thank the divine ones. Bless your hands, thank your hands for what they've been through, and dry your hands. And I believe that you will be doing a clearing. So I want to thank the person who reached out to me. You know who you are. And I hope this assisted. Sip water between now and when you go to sleep for those of you who did any of the forgiveness work. And I will see you again here on YouTube. Have a happy, happy day. Bye, y'all.